Good afternoon. Happy Thursday lunchtime. It is the Green Umbrella Live Lunch. We are here. We are live. We are all, well, we're not all together. We're all in different places, but we're together on this call at the same time. Everyone that's supposed to be here is here. And the last few weeks, that's been rare, hasn't it? Everyone's just been everywhere. So it's actually really good to have the four of us back on the call again. How exciting. Do you know? I'm in a proper giddy mood. I'm just like, I'm just in a really good, really happy place at the minute. So you guys better not let the side down now.
I'm excited.
I'm in the office. I'm the only one in here. I've had the music boot. I'm like, the phone's probably been ringing with people complaining about the noise, but I'm in my own. I've been like dancing around, having a good time. It's good catching up on all the social media news. I'm looking at some of the plans we've got, which are very exciting. A couple of things you lot don't know about yet. I might tell you in a moment. You love it when I tell you things live.
Live reactions.
But before we get into that, because it has been a weird few weeks where, like Nicole, we've been hanging out at events and stuff, so I've seen more of you. But Mark and Jane, it's been more fleeting. And when we have seen each other, we've been getting stuff done. So, Mark, I'm going to come to you first. Like, what's been going on with you, and like what's happening, like updates wise and things like that? What news have you got?
Well, it's been more web stuff than normal, probably as well, like work-wise. And then, we spoke about a few things while you were away last week about WordPressy type things as well. And that's pretty much what I've got again this week, really. So there's been an announcement that the next version of WordPress, which is 6.1, I think it's due out November. It doesn't say what date it's due out, but they've changed the way that the date. This is a bit geeky, but the end point.
We like geeky.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't understand the geeky bits of it. I just understand the end product. But basically, they're going to change the way that the database works slightly behind the scenes, all the bits that run the site essentially. And what it's going to do is actually make the sites run faster, which is a great thing. So obviously, that's great for users. Obviously, good for Google, because obviously Google's looking at all the stats on site performance and things. So apparently it's going to make quite a big difference, but obviously we won't know till November how much that makes. But that's quite sort of an interesting thing that's coming around. I mean, they've said obviously, they're always trying to improve performance and things, but this sort of update is particularly around this sort of performance improvement and just trying to quicken up the sites. So that's really good.
I mean, that'll have quite an impact from an SEO perspective, won't it? Because that's one of the things we're always trying, like, how can we make, because our site's really visual, how can we make those files as small as possible so the site runs as quickly as possible, just from an SEO perspective. So like that makes me feel like that bit of your life is going to get easier with less nagging from me.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I think we'll still need to, use the tools that we do use in terms of sort of cache plugins and, keeping an eye on image sizes. We use some plugins to compress images, and things like that. And everything like that still needs to be done. But obviously, particularly on, if this has an effect on, say, mobile, for example, where, people have got varying speeds of mobile connectivity, from, I suppose, occasionally we dip down to, I don't think I ever dip down to 3G anymore. Can you get 3G? I don't even know. So
Yeah.
All right, okay. So
the hotel I was in last week was like, honestly, the Wi-Fi was not good. Phone signal horrendous. It was like if I got 3G whilst I was there, I was like, woo!
Okay, so therefore, in that hotel, if you were viewing a website, and hopefully then it would be quicker even with this. So so that's that one. And then just some I happened to see this morning, there's been a lot of Google updates recently. There's been a big sort of conference and announcements and things. And I thought it was quite an interesting one where it's only being tested in the US on mobile at the minute, I think, but they are going to highlight within Google searches more sort of forums and discussion sort of search results. So if you're looking for a question on something and someone's discussing it on Reddit or in another forum, it will actually highlight it in the search, and you can see that it's actually a discussion on that point as well. And obviously you do some searches now, and for example, I was looking for something on a Mac thing, I can't remember, it was yesterday or today, and obviously it comes up from the Mac forums in there, but it's just the fact that it's going to highlight it more within the search that it is actually from a forum. So that was quite interesting, and again, just breaking up the way that search works, and you can see where you're getting your results from. So yeah, they're my two sort of ones, really.
The first one's more exciting for me.
Yeah, all right then.
Biggest question though, did you miss me?
You've been away?
yeah, where have you been?
Wow. Jane, come on, you're my favourite anyway. Let's go through this, Jane. Ignore him.
So talking of search things, this is a TikTok thing, but it relates to search. So TikTok have just increased their video descriptions from 300 characters to 2,200. I'm not sure if it's rolled out yet or it's just about to. But the idea is that it makes everything more searchable, get more keywords in there, obviously. But the interesting bit is that it is becoming the search platform of choice of younger people. So they now reckon like 40% of younger people will go to TikTok or Instagram to search for something, even including where to go for lunch kind of searches, before they would go anywhere near Google or Google Maps. So I just thought that was quite an interesting one, really.
Do you know, it is, TikTok is getting, it's getting really exciting, the stuff they're doing, and like the TikTok shop stuff as well. I'm like really keeping my eye on. I know we've taken the mickey out a few times, like over the last couple of months. With Kim's on holiday at the minute, so hopefully she's not tuned in. Hopefully she's actually enjoying her holiday. I think she's back tomorrow, so yeah, hopefully she's making the most of that. But the TikTok shop stuff, I just think is really, really, there's so much potential there. And Mark, the last few years I keep talking about doing a journal, and then I leave it too late, and then we run out of time, and I go, it's fine, I'll do it next year.
Yeah.
Is it too late yet?
It's entirely up to you. We can prioritise my workload.
I really want to do my journal. Like really, really, really want to do it. I've seen other people doing them now, and I'm just like, now is the time. It feels like a good time right now.
What's the journal?
Well, I've got my business journal, my big blue book.
Yeah.
So how do I do the things that I do? How do I stay, would say on top of it, but you guys know I'm not on top of it. But how do I keep everything in my head together, know where we're going, the rest of it? It's my journal, which is paper, and then my iPad. Okay, they're the two things that keep me ticking. But the journal I use is about £45. And I'm just like, I want to do my own journal. I want to take the best bits of that and best bits of other things that I use and put it all together. I want to do my own journal. But what I'm thinking now is, if I do my own journal, I could sell it on TikTok through the shop. That's what I want to do.
I think that's what the platform's for, being creative. I think get it out there.
I'm like, I really, really want to do my journal.
Have you got an idea of what it would look like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we won't reveal too much.
I've got drawings for Mark and everything.
Everyone will have to go to Christina's TikTok shop to. I got to put this on. Look, she's watching.
Hope you're having a good holiday, Kim. I'll give you a quick fact. There you go. That's yeah. I know what I want in it. But the thing is, I think, because I love the iPad, and so I use Notability to do all my notes and everything on the iPad. I absolutely love it. Really, really, just it's brilliant. What I'm thinking is, we do the journal, but you have a digital version of it that you can then use on there as well.
That's a really good idea. See, there's your niche.
That's it. I'm just like, do it as a PDF, and then because there's loads of other things like Notability, and then you can sell the digital product.
Yeah. So what you should so now I'm getting carried away. Once that's sort of out, you should do like a little
designed pen to go with the iPad or an actual pen to go with the notebook.
We could do some giraffe toppers for your what is your Apple Pencil? Yeah. What's it? Is it an Apple Pencil, an iPencil, or just a pencil?
I don't know.
Surely, if you're going to use it, Nicole, surely there needs to be branded highlighters.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll try the highlighters, Christina. Oh, there we go.
Cool. Okay, so Jane, what else? What else have you got for us?
It's one from Meta this time. So they are making it easier, basically, to switch between Facebook and Instagram. So in your app. So if you're in Facebook at the minute and you want to switch profiles, obviously you click your little face picture, you pick a different profile. Same in Instagram. But what they're going to do is make it so that from Facebook you can click your Instagram profile and jump straight over to that one, and vice versa. And in the end, the plan is that they will also include WhatsApp and their VR things as well. So just, I guess it's all keeping you in the Facebook family, isn't it, really, while you move around?
Yeah, absolutely. My thing is, though, sometimes they can make it too simple. So, like it's much easier in the Facebook app now to switch between you and a page that you manage and just swap between the two. But what happens is you get notifications for both and you go into one and it's like, and I have to keep checking who I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to do that anyway, but now I need to do it when I'm in Facebook too. And it's like, I think it's too simple. I can see a lot of people perhaps making embarrassing mistakes because they're in the wrong place.
Yeah, probably right.
I've almost done that. I've gone, actually, why am I seeing this post here? Oh, yeah, wrong page. So, yeah, really interesting. Cool. Anything else from you, Jane, news-wise?
Yeah, just another quick one. So LinkedIn had tested a few things recently, but they're now rolling them out a bit more. So posting templates are rolling out to company pages. So I've never actually used them. Sorry.
I haven't. Have you got them? You've got access to that?
I don't think I have actually. No. So I've seen screenshots of them, but not the actual things.
They look good. Look interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you can, I don't know if you can brand them or not, or whether they just, give you ideas or whatever. But yeah, the concept is a good one. But obviously, till we can try it out, we don't really know. The LinkedIn stickers, the link stickers that you can put on your own images in personal will now be on company pages as well. Company pages will also be able to pin comments to the top of the comment stream, which people can do at the minute. And also there's going to be our featured commitments section where you can, on your company page, put your company values and things like that on it. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but you can showcase what you're all about there. Excellent.
Cool. Yeah, when I saw about the posting templates, I thought that's quite exciting, especially for people just getting started. Just gives them that starting point. So a lot of people will go into Canva on their own and not know where to begin and create something, and it's perhaps not as good as it could be. Whereas if they've got a starting point to be able to go and create something, or just go, right, okay, that's the standard I want to go to, a designer like Mark and say, right, do me something sexier. Can you do that, Mark? Can you do sexier things?
Give it a go.
You're open to try anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. And how's everything else been, Jane?
Yeah, good. Busy, really, covering everybody when you were all away. So that was a busy week. But and then Mark was off on the Friday, so it was just me looking after the phones and everything else. But so yeah, it has been a little bit quieter this week, but yeah, still busy.
Are you glad I'm back?
Yeah, definitely. Now you know why I'm her favourite.
Amazing. Okay, so Nicole, like I said, it's obviously we were at Expert Empires together and had a really awesome time there. So it's not been as long in terms of you and I hanging out and that kind of thing. But yeah, obviously last week I was away. So what's been going on last week? What have you got to share with me?
Well, it was like the week before with the Expert Empires week was just crazy busy. So I think this week and last week has sort of been getting back into work, and then obviously jetting off to an event next week as well. So it's just go. But yeah, we spoke a lot about Expert Empires on the call last week. Actually, to be honest, Christine, I couldn't shut up. I feel like as soon as we came on live lunch, I was just like, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I had to have Jane and Mark reel me in a bit. But it shows that I was excitable. It was a great event. So yeah, and then another one next week. So yeah, apart from that, just sort of trying to get by and then planning for the next event. So
I think this is the thing for you. It's like, although you're at the event, you've got like the come down period of that and like all the learnings and everything else. But then like the follow up, because obviously I wasn't here, so the follow up got split between you, Molly, and Kim. So I mean, I know I've had calls this morning. I've got some more this afternoon off the back of that, which you guys have all set up. But it is kind of, I think this is the thing when you go out and do events, the stuff beforehand, getting ready. The event happens. It's still not over. You still need to make sure you're doing all that follow up, and it can take a couple of weeks to get it all in and make it all happen. And whilst you're doing that, you're still doing the day job too.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, imagine you've had a full on couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then in terms of news, I've only got the one story, which is Instagram. I'm sure everyone's seen this. I know we've had conversations in the office about it, but Instagram have confirmed that they are increasing their stories to 60 seconds, where before, if you uploaded a 1-minute video, it would split between sort of 10 to 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah, now they're doing a full 60 seconds, which I don't know. I feel, yeah, it would be good because I have done that before where I've uploaded a story and it's gone to the next one and I'm like, why can't that just fit in? And I end up deleting, like, if it's split between two, I'll just delete it because I'm like...
Yeah. And then it always splits it at a really bad point.
Yeah,
and then if you want to tag people in, you've got to tag them into each and every one. And then it's just like, oh. So, yeah, I'm like... I just like things to be simple. I like them to be easy.
Yeah.
I like to not have to worry about it.
Yeah, 15 seconds does seem... If you wanted to upload a video, seems a bit short, but yeah, I feel like, are people going to watch 60-second stories?
The thing is, I think they do. Absolutely, I think they do. I think what it's going to help is people trying to get comfortable with video, social video. Like, I need to do a video for, I need to create a video for Reels. I need to create a video for stories. It's constantly like, how long should it be? And I'm saying, don't worry about how long it is. Just do it. Okay. Well, now we've had this thing with, okay, if I'm going to put video into stories, then it needs to be like 15 seconds at a time. So it's people start overthinking the length of the video rather than just recording the video. So it's, for me, it's just removing another barrier.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be much better for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I guess that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't have to be a full 60 seconds. It's like, it's good that it's even just increasing over 15 seconds because I do think that is a bit short.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, I've got a few other things. I'm not going to go into them all in detail because that'd be boring. But things that are interesting to me that I would normally rant about, but I'm in too good a mood to rant today. So there's a boycott on advertising in Twitter. Did you know about that?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So basically, if you remember, so what's funny is this time last year, boycotts were announced in terms of Meta advertising because they weren't doing enough when it came to protecting child, sort of child abuse and that kind of stuff, right? There was privacies and all that sort of stuff. So there was the boycott then on Meta, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is going to be really serious." And I think at the time I was like, "Well, we'll see." And everyone's advertising on there again. It's basically the same story, only it's Twitter. Well, Twitter ads just don't work. So the only people that use Twitter ads are like global businesses use Twitter ads. That's a bit of a generalization, but I don't think I'm too far off the mark. So I think it's actually, this could actually really hurt Twitter financially because they've never been as profitable as the other social media channels. So that's interesting. On Meta ads, have you seen there's an update? They're testing adding a callback option. So if you're running an ad, the call to action would be to request a callback, which I quite like that. Yeah, rather than the call to action being like to message, I quite like that one. Yeah. There's some stuff going. There's some research that's come out all about Reels, and basically, all it's saying is more people are using Reels, more people are engaging with Reels. If you want reach and engagement on Instagram, use Reels. Reels are the bomb. So that this report's really, really long. That's all it's saying.
You just summed it up.
That's it. Feels the bomb. Anyone using YouTube? So this is where we're really bad, right? We kind of we don't love our YouTube channel. We don't love it enough. We should love it way, way, way more. But we don't. But obviously on YouTube you've got shorts, which is like your equivalent to stories, stories and reels. There's like more and more happening in shorts, and yet we're not really grabbing hold of that and using it. But they've now introduced voiceover in shorts as well, which I think is that's another little cool little thing to use in there. What else? Oh, have you seen the thing about Instagram's testing alerts for DMs on posts? You heard about this? No. Okay, we can chat about this one because this is not geeky, this is an opinion bit. Instagram have announced that they are testing the ability to, every time you post, you can DM people to tell them you've posted so that they don't miss it.
What?
Okay, do you remember a while ago I said to you when I did a post, it got sent to me, and then Christina posted it and it's sent to me, and like she tagged me in a post, and that still happens. So it's like, does that automatically happen then, or do you actually have to? Do you know what I mean? Send it to me.
I don't know why I've done this in the middle of live lunch, but I've just put some hand cream in my hand. But I've like too much. It's like all you can't see. It's all over. Oh my god, it's dripping everywhere.
Anyone tuning in now, honestly, wish them luck.
Oh god.
Oh my days. What did you ask me? Right, so I'm not sure. So the idea is you would post on Instagram to your grid, and then you would send a DM to your followers saying, look at this new post. So it's just going to get spammed. 100% will just get spammed. So so everyone's just going to be ignoring their notifications, ignoring their inboxes, because it's just going to be everyone DMing them saying, I've posted something. So I'm not sure where they're going with that. I love the idea, but it will just get abused.
And pushing people to like force people to almost like your post. It's like, I posted, you're just going to like it. It's because it's not being seen in the timeline. That's why they've done it, because the reels are taking over.
Yeah. And the other part of it as well was probably about 9 months ago, 12 months ago, they said that basically they didn't want you to be sharing new posts into stories, and that they were going to be cutting back in terms of like the weight in the algorithm when you shared a post into your story, that they wouldn't promote that as much as your other stories. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what the thinking is.
No. I would unfollow people, literally unfollow them if that happened all the time.
And surely sharing it on your story is kind of hinting, please like my post, without having to actually directly be like the post.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't know.
So I think there probably needs to be more stuff around, like using your favorites on Instagram and making the favorites feed more prominent, because it's kind of, if you don't know it's there, you're never going to use it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, open up your Instagram app, and in the top left-hand corner where it says says Instagram, it's like the logo, click on that, and you'll get a tiny little menu, just 2 options on there. One of them is favorites. What you can do is the accounts that you really want to stay on top of, you never want to miss anything from, like Christina _talks and Green Umbrella. You add them into your favorites, and then that, like, anything they put is going to be in there. Okay, so you're kind of like sidestepping your main feed. You've got your favorites feed, and I'd say just have like 10 to 20 people in your favorites that you know you want to stay on top of. It's like an extension of your hit list strategy. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting on that one, that they're going to try and doing that, because they'll do it, they'll test it, and they'll think it's all right, and then it'll go out to the masses. It'll get spammed the hell out of. I edited my language then, well done. Spammed the hell out of, and then they'll just remove it because it will be annoying people. It's like, why bother? Yeah, I think that's everything that I saw. It's everything on my little scrappy bit of paper that I wanted to make sure we talked about anyway. So, yeah. So, exciting stuff happening. Green Umbrella are going to be joining forces with a couple of other companies in the Norfolk area and putting together some courses that will be run locally in that area, that's really, really cool. Some of it will be face to face, some of it will be online, but all around like different elements of marketing. So whether it's like specific social media channels, strategy in general, that kind of stuff. So that's all happening. Very excited about that. That'll be kicking off towards the end of this year and for next year as well. And there's some government, like it's going to be partially government funded. So very excited. I'll get you out training, Nicole, as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You up for that?
I'll do some training. Why not? I'll give it my best.
Just embrace it all.
I saw your talk at Expert Empires, and so I've got inspired.
That's it. You just got to embrace it. We'll just do it.
Yeah.
So we've got that. We've got our Marketing Mastery Academy. We're going to be putting another couple of dates out for that before the end of the year as well. So that'd be good to get some more people through that before we finish the year. And then we can set a really nice big target for how many people we're going to educate through those 3 days next year. So I'm like feeling really good about that bit. And what's the other thing? Oh, so last week I was on holiday. And because like I don't do holidays, I do things that are interesting. I went on this course. Okay, it's called ECT, Emotional Change Therapy. So what it is, it's a bit like it's taking the best bits of NLP. So it's not that there's a lot of stuff within NLP that's a bit kind of like bit questionable. That's questionable. Or let's just say it's just not within my realms of understanding or acceptance. But it's taken the best bits of that. It's also taken some other things as well. And I know the two guys that have created this. And so this was the first time that they've kind of launched it, trained it. There was like 25 of us that have now qualified as emotional change therapists, which sounds like it's nothing to do with marketing. Okay, and there's stuff in it that is nothing to do with marketing, but there's a bunch of stuff in it around language and how we receive communications and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to be sharing some of that stuff with you guys in the office. The stuff we'll keep secret so that our marketing messages work even more. And the stuff that we'll share with our paying clients, because we like to make sure they get the results. And then, some of the other stuff, like some of the stuff around like linguistic patterning and that kind of stuff that you can actually build into your copy. Really excited to be sharing that over like the blog and stuff over the next, it'll be forever probably, because some of the stuff is just like, it's weird. I've been like talking to people and just using some of the little techniques and using some of the little things that I've learned along the way. And it's really interesting, really, really interesting. But just understand like how much you say to someone that they're just actually getting rid of straight away. Or they're understanding it because of how they see the world, like because of where they're from. You know, not where they're from, like culturally or geographically, but just like what's going on in their worlds right now, what's stressing them out, what's making them happy, all of that kind of stuff. You say something to them and like they'll be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Or you say exactly the same thing and they're like, I hate you. It's really, really interesting. Really interesting. But yeah, I'm just so excited to share with you some of this stuff. I'm probably going to get irritating with it. But I don't care.
When are we starting?
To be honest, you won't even know. Won't even know. There's probably some conversations we had on Monday and Tuesday when I was in the office that where like there were bits of it coming through already. But yeah, no, it's very, very exciting. I'm like looking at my notes going, shall I tell you some of this stuff now? And I'm like, oh. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. There's just so much. Honestly, I've got like 73 pages of notes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It was that interesting. And you guys have seen my notes. It's really interesting. So I'm very, very excited. And it also allows me to, obviously, the marketing mentorship that we do. Yes, I'm talking about marketing stuff, but especially when I work with business owners, conversations quite often end up not actually being about marketing and being about other stuff that's going on in their businesses or in their business lives. And like, you know, sometimes the conversations we have, like, you know, together as a team or like in our one-to-ones, that sort of stuff, other things pop up that are not necessarily work related. And so some of the stuff in there, it's just going to help me be a better leader, better human. I think we all know I need to be a better human. So, you know, but it's like some of it, there's this one particular day, so it's called the meta model, right? And they're going through all these things, like all these language things. And it's like, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. We're going through all this stuff. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that's me. So it's like there's an example, and it's like, so people will say this, they'll behave in this way, and they'll say this, and this is what they really mean. And I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Oh dear, that one's me too. Uh-oh. Like one of them's called the judge. And like all the examples are coming up, and I'm like, mm-hmm. And the thing is, the guy that is presenting it knows me really well. So I'm just sat there, like sinking further down in my chair because I just know he's literally will call me out if we make eye contact. I was like, oh dear. I'll share some more with you guys, and then maybe we'll get him on just to talk about that part of it and the language stuff. And get him on as a guest. I'm sure we'd do it if I ask him. But yeah, so like that's been happening. Like I said, Expert Empires was just really cool. I was with a bunch of people yesterday, so I'm part of a group of speakers, and we're all kind of, you know, comparing notes, what we're doing, not doing, what do we need to do better when we're speaking, and that kind of stuff. So I was with some of them yesterday afternoon as well. So I think we need to decide like what do we want to talk about on Live Lunch? What guests do we want to have on? What are topics we want to discuss that we don't know anything about, we want to know more, that's just business related? Or what would you like to talk about more? Like Mark, would you like to talk about design more? I've got someone that's really into brand, and she is literally a branding agency. We could get her on. You and her could talk about design. Yeah,
anything like that, geeky web stuff. I can learn some of the geek side.
There is someone I know that will do the geeky web stuff, but they get really like, they're basically talking script. Not sure how accessible that'll be.
010001.
There's someone else that there. So okay, so there's one lady, I love her to bits. So she's an anxiety coach. We could get her on.
Makes me anxious.
Does it? Why does it make you anxious?
That's even more anxious now.
See, one of the things I learned was was pausing. Just like pause and wait. Just let it be uncomfortable. Let them break it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, right. I'm just doing what I do at the end of these now, and it's all going to go sideways, isn't it? So let's wrap it up there. Has anyone else got anything to share, or are we good to go?
I haven't.
Oh, good.
No, we'll wrap it up there. But yeah, let's have a think. Like, what do we want to talk about? Like anything goes. It's our show. Do what we want.
I don't think I've ever been on a live lunch with a guest, so it would be nice to have a guest on.
Yeah.
Actually, Paul Green, but then I got booted off because the electric cut out.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll have a think, and what I'll do is I'll drop a message in my little group and say, right, we've got this live lunch thing. If you want to come on and have a chat, tell me what you want to talk about, and then I'll let you guys pick.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Good talk.
Thanks for filling us in.
Welcome. And for everyone that has taken the time to stop by and say hi, thank you. We will see you next Thursday, 12. Oh, what are we going to do next Thursday?
Oh,
This was
yes.
the other thing. This was the other thing. We're the recruitment agency expo at the NEC next week. So Nicole did mention the other event. I did get my thing up. Oh yeah, are your competitors getting results with these social media strategies? That's what I'll be talking about next week. Thursday, 1 p.m. in the NEC in Hall 7, Seminar Theatre 1. If you happen to be a recruiter, make sure you're there. If not, I don't know, maybe come anyway. You might get a water bottle and some squeezy balls or something, maybe. But yeah, we will see you. We will see you somehow next Thursday, 12 noon. I think we're planning on the guys in the office are going to do a live stream, and then maybe we're going to try and join them from the NEC. We're still figuring out logistics.
What could possibly go wrong?
What happened last year?
Yes.
It was like we were all set to, we were all ready. It was going to work, and then literally as we went live, someone who'd been trying to talk to me all day appeared, and I was like, I've got to talk to this guy. But he was like the guy. He's a rock legend. Yeah, of the recruitment, he's the rock legend of the recruitment world. So I couldn't not. Anyway, that's it for another week. We will somehow, one way or another, see you next Thursday, 12 noon for the Green Umbrella Live Lunch. Love you lots and lots. Bye.
Bye.